Have you ever felt that something isn't quite right in your relationship? Maybe you wake up feeling exhausted even after spending time with the person you love, or you find yourself walking on eggshells, always worrying about what might set them off. Today, we're diving into the warning signs that reveal you might be in a toxic relationship, and more importantly, how you can escape that cycle to reclaim your well-being. A healthy relationship should lift you up, create a sense of safety, and encourage you to be your true self. When those feelings are replaced by anxiety, control, or constant negativity, it's time to take a closer look. Let's explore the subtle signals and the deeper behaviors that might indicate toxicity, and then discuss actionable steps you can take to break free. 1. Constant emotional draining. One of the first signs of a toxic relationship is that overwhelming feeling of being emotionally drained. After spending time with your partner, instead of feeling energized or supported, you feel exhausted. It's as if every conversation, every disagreement, leaves you more depleted than before. If you find that your energy is constantly sapped and you're left wondering why you can't seem to bounce back, this is a serious red flag. 2. A one-sided effort. In a balanced relationship, both partners contribute to the emotional and practical aspects of the connection. If you're always the one who calls, makes plans, or invests time and energy, while your partner seems to only take, that imbalance can lead to deep resentment. A one-sided effort is not only unfair, it can slowly chip away at your self-esteem and sense of worth. 3. Excessive criticism and diminishing praise. Criticism in a relationship is normal, nobody is perfect. However, when criticism becomes constant and starts targeting your core self, it's a sign of toxicity. Instead of constructive feedback, you hear frequent negative comments that leave you questioning your abilities or your worth. Conversely, if compliments and affirmations are rare or feel forced, you might begin to doubt whether you're truly valued. 4. Isolation from friends and family. Healthy relationships encourage you to maintain connections with loved ones. When your partner starts isolating you, discouraging interactions with family or friends, or making you feel guilty for wanting to spend time with others, that's a strong warning sign. Isolation not only limits your support network, but can also make you more dependent on your partner, making it harder to see the situation clearly. 5. Manipulative behavior. Manipulation can take many forms, from subtle guilt-tripping to outright gaslighting. If your partner often twists situations so that you're made to feel at fault, or if they constantly shift blame onto you, it might be a tactic to maintain control. Manipulation erodes trust and makes you doubt your own perceptions, leaving you unsure of what is true. 6. Constant walking on eggshells. When you feel like you have to censor yourself to avoid triggering anger or disappointment, that's a major red flag. Living in constant fear of upsetting your partner creates an atmosphere of anxiety and stress. This state of hypervigilance can lead to chronic self-doubt and makes it difficult to express your true feelings. 7. Controlling attitudes. A partner who is overly controlling can dictate everything from your social life to your personal choices. If they insist on knowing your every move, decide what you should wear, or make choices for you without discussion. These are clear indicators that they want to dominate the relationship. Control often comes dressed as concern, but it ultimately strips you of your independence. 8. Frequent emotional outbursts. Everyone has moments of anger, but frequent or explosive emotional outbursts that are disproportionate to the situation can be dangerous. If your partner's reactions often leave you feeling scared or anxious, it can indicate a volatile environment. Constant instability in emotional responses not only disrupts your peace of mind, but also makes healthy communication nearly impossible. 9. Disrespect and lack of appreciation. Mutual respect is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship. When your partner dismisses your opinions, ignores your contributions, or openly disrespects you, especially in front of others, it signals a lack of genuine regard for you as a person. Without respect and appreciation, even the smallest disagreements can spiral into deeper conflicts. 10. Blame and refusal to take responsibility. In a healthy relationship, both partners share the responsibility for resolving conflicts. If your partner consistently shifts blame onto you for problems that arise, refuses to acknowledge their mistakes, or denies any wrongdoing, this behavior is a sign of immaturity and an unwillingness to grow. Not taking responsibility only deepens the divide between you and creates a cycle of recurring issues. 11. Feeling unheard and unseen. One of the most painful aspects of a toxic relationship is the feeling that your emotions and needs are constantly dismissed. When you try to communicate how you feel or what you need, and your words are met with indifference or quick fixes rather than genuine understanding, you're not being truly heard. This can make you feel invisible, and over time, you might even start to doubt your own feelings. 12. Diminished self-worth. Over time, the negative behaviors in a toxic relationship can erode your self-esteem. You might find yourself thinking you're not good enough, that you're to blame for the problems, or that you don't deserve better. This internalization of criticism and control can keep you trapped in the cycle, making it harder to break free. 13. Emotional roller coaster. If your relationship is characterized by extreme highs and lows, where moments of intense affection are quickly followed by equally intense negativity, you're likely caught in an emotional roller coaster. This instability not only weighs you down but also creates confusion about what to expect next. The unpredictability makes it difficult to feel secure, ultimately undermining any sense of a stable, supportive connection. 14. Lack of personal growth. Healthy relationships encourage personal growth and evolution. If you find that your partner discourages you from pursuing your interests, dreams, or career goals, or if you feel held back by their expectations, it's a sign that the relationship may be stifling your potential. A toxic relationship often limits your ability to evolve, leaving you feeling stagnant and frustrated. 15. Feeling trapped. Ultimately, if you ever feel trapped in your relationship, like no matter what you do, you can't seem to find a way out, that's a critical sign. This feeling of entrapment can be both emotional and psychological, leaving you feeling isolated and helpless. When you sense that you're stuck in a cycle of pain with no clear exit, it's time to consider that your well-being is at stake. Now that we've explored these signs, let's shift our focus to a vital question. How can you escape a toxic relationship? How to escape a toxic relationship. 1. Acknowledge the reality. The first step in breaking free is to recognize and accept that you're in a toxic situation. It's not about blaming yourself or your partner, it's about understanding that your emotional health matters. This acknowledgement can be painful, but it's the foundation for change. 2. Reach out for support. Don't isolate yourself. Talk to trusted friends, family members, or a professional counselor who can offer a fresh perspective. Sometimes an outside voice can help you see the situation more clearly and remind you that you deserve better. 3. Build a safety net. Before making any major decisions, ensure you have a support system in place. This might mean saving money, having a place to stay, or simply having people you can rely on during the transition. A practical plan can give you the confidence to take the necessary steps. 4. Set clear boundaries. Start by setting and enforcing boundaries in your current relationship. This can help protect your emotional space even as you prepare to leave. Be clear about what you will no longer tolerate, whether it's disrespect, manipulation, or control. Setting boundaries is a way of reclaiming your power and asserting your needs. 5. Seek professional help. Consider speaking with a therapist or counselor who specializes in relationship issues. They can provide guidance, help you process your emotions, and develop a clear plan for moving forward. Professional support is especially valuable if you feel overwhelmed or unsure of how to start the process. 6. Plan your exit. Escape isn't an overnight decision, it often requires careful planning. Identify the steps you need to take and set a timeline for yourself. Write down your goals and the actions necessary to achieve them, and don't be afraid to lean on your support network for help. 7. Prioritize self-care. During this challenging time, remember to take care of yourself. Focus on activities that nourish your body and mind, whether that's exercise, meditation, spending time with loved ones, or pursuing hobbies that bring you joy. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential for rebuilding your strength and self-esteem. 8. Reflect and learn. Once you've taken steps to leave, give yourself time to reflect on the experience. Every relationship, even a toxic one, can teach us valuable lessons about what we need and deserve. Use this time to rediscover who you are and what makes you truly happy. 9. Embrace a new beginning. Leaving a toxic relationship is a courageous act of self-respect. As you move forward, focus on building healthy, supportive connections. Surround yourself with people who value you and invest in your growth. Every ending is the start of a new chapter, one filled with the promise of a better future. Remember, recognizing the signs of toxicity is the first step toward reclaiming your happiness. You deserve a relationship where you feel safe, valued, and free to be yourself. If you identify with these signs, take heart, you have the strength to make a change. If you found these insights helpful, please give this video a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for daily tips on personal growth, relationships, and emotional well-being. Your journey toward a healthier, more fulfilling life begins with one small step. Trust yourself enough to take it. Thank you for joining me today. May you find the courage to embrace change and the wisdom to choose relationships that nurture your soul. Until next time, take care of yourself and remember, you are worth every effort it takes to live a better, happier life.